Okay, well, we are here, or I am at least. I don't know about anybody else. This might not be a very exciting live stream for many people. First off, good morning to everybody. It is 9 o'clock Sunday morning here in Angeles City. So let me tell you exactly what's going on and how you can help. What we've got going on is simple. My daughter, who's been here many times, I fly my daughter here every year. Okay? Um, During her spring break or summer vacation from school. Now she just graduated and she's starting to, well, she'll be starting her graduate program next month in July, late July. So this time around, my daughter asks, "Hey, do you have a problem bringing my boyfriend?" And she didn't say boyfriend, she said his name, but I'm not going to say his name. And I said, "Well, honey, I don't think so. Sure. But he's going to have to sit and coach." She said, "Fine." And she's got a sense of humor. I said, is he going to be able to tolerate that kind of a flight? And well, no, I asked her, I said, just how big is he? Because I've never actually even met her boyfriend. I've never even spoken to her boyfriend. But he's 6'3", like 240 pounds, or that's the best I remember. So I said, that might be a little uncomfortable in coach. And she goes, he's never been anywhere and doesn't really have much experience flying even, so he's not going to know the difference. So I said, okay. So that's the kind of humor my daughter has. With that being said, we made the flight reservation. So in a couple of days, we picked them up, and we'll be taking them different places in the Philippines. And I thought to myself, I've never met him. I've never spoken with him. Maybe this will be interesting. Maybe it could be funny, because I've seen these people picking up, fathers, husbands, daughters, children, waiting for grandparents and everything else with signs that are humorous. They're funny. And so at that point, I said, maybe we should make a sign, something funny, something that will, kind of break the ice. And so that's what I'm asking for you guys. So think about that for a minute. And then in the comments, just let me know. California Bear, put him on the spot. Well, I'm not going to make him uncomfortable. That's not the intent, but it should be fun. Let's see here. Hang on a second. So, in any event, let's see here. Good morning, California Bear. Good morning, JJ. Hi, Adam. Adam, do you know anything about vaccines for people that are coming over for the first time? I suggest you have a full set of vaccines. The WHO website, and they have suggestions, and certainly your standard tetanus for sure. I would even make sure my measles is up to date with what's been going on here lately. So, her boyfriend can't pay for his own, so not a good sign for the future. JJ, he too just graduated from college, and he too is working on. They're struggling students. What can I say? It's not like they do anything. And I don't know. Maybe he is going to get an upgrade. I have no idea. Hola, hey Dordos, how are you? ¿Cómo está? Philly in the Philippines. Good morning, Brian. How are you? I saw you ringing that bell. You, mm, that Madonna's an interesting bar, to say the least. I'll be interested to see how it is after they open it. You could do some. Your daughter's watching this. No, my daughter doesn't watch my live streams. So, and even if she does, it's going to be to embarrass him more than it would be for her. She'll keep her mouth shut. Have a prank adopted young looking lady boy with a sign. Yeah, you know what? I got that suggestion on our Discord this morning to hire a bakla, good looking, attractive bakla with a sign that says, "Welcome home, Jordan. The rabbit died," or something to that extent. Hello, Mike. Hi, Ricky. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Bruce. We'll have to watch this later. That's fine, Bruce. Take a good deal there. Good morning. How about a sentence says, "Welcome, future son-in-law and grandkid baby maker." Oh, I'm not sure I want to encourage that. I really and don't truly don't know, but it's an idea. That's for sure. Tim says hello. That's for sure. I had thought about one that said, "Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Philippines, Susie." I won't say her real name. And I booked your boyfriend's hotel room at Walking Street. That's about the best I've been able to come up with so far, but I'm certainly looking for better ideas. That's for sure. Mike, having flown a few miles myself, I please say this with great respect for you. I suggest you wait for initial jet lag. Thanks big time for your channel and its best. Well, they're only going to walk out of the airport once. Okay. It's going to be my initial. So, they arrive, at a good point in time. I think they get in at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So, and they have a layover in Taiwan. So, yeah, they're going to be tired, but what can I say? Hector says, here's one. Hurry up and get your luggage. My hemorrhoid's acting up. Actually, that's kind of funny. That might be interesting. WKC, pay some ladyboys to sing and greet. Yeah, I am. WKC, I keep getting that. You're the third person to say, hey, you know what? Have some ladyboys greet him. So that might be funny. I could do that. I could hire a couple of them. Good morning, Mike. Hey, Prepper, how are you? Hope you're doing well. They're young. Jet lag won't be a big deal. Yeah. I was surprised. I'm always surprised, to be honest with you. My daughter arrives and she is good to go. And now she will, the first night crash hard. All right. But she'll be good to go. And I hope he is too. I guess this is maybe a sign of how we start evaluating it. Hire a private security guard with a signed boyfriend name on him. Pull him off the side and say they have questions about drugs in his luggage. Oh man, that would be a little difficult. Indeed, it would. Woof. Hey, Doc Medical, for you? Oh, I'm here. What can I say? Although, I don't practice medicine. So I'm very limited. I've had a splitting headache for 8 hours now, heading to the ER now. Well, that's a good start. That's for sure. Looks like Arlene's out there getting ready to hang some laundry to dry. CJ, hey, from Sunshine State, going to Ybor City sometime next week. Mike, I'm thinking maybe a call at the Mons Venus. I've actually only been there once. It was an intriguing situation to say the least. That's for sure. Yes, Michael. Arlene's out there. I think she finished a load of laundry. She's making sure all the towels in the guest bathroom haven't been washed because they haven't been used in months. But at the same time, they're dusty. She's getting everything ready for my daughter's arrival. That's for sure. Bum, 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 bum. So there it is again. That is what we're looking for. All right. She arrives with her boyfriend here in the Philippines in a few short days. I've never met him. I've never spoken to him. What kind of funny sign can we meet them with as they clear? Although I am starting to like some of these suggestions about hiring ladyboys to rush up and meet him. I'm thinking of taking him. I think taking him to a Kubo and saying it's your house would be funnier. Yeah, that might be, Chippy. You're right, but the issue with that is I have no Kubos here to take them to and tell them that's their room. And again, my daughter has stayed here on multiple occasions. Yo, Mike, book 'em, Dano. Dano, you should be getting ready for your trip soon. I think you're leaving for the States here in just a few days. The other thing you can do is hire a lady with a baby, come over to your dinner table and introduce you to your new son, her new brother. Holy shit. I don't know about that. Maybe I could dress Arlene up as pregnant. And I don't think I could get away with it. I don't think I could do a good enough job of that. That would surely freak out my daughter. That's for sure. I'm not sure the boyfriend would quite grasp it yet. But that's interesting, Michael. That gives me some ideas, that's for sure. So, yes, she says, yeah, I wouldn't go that far. That is funny. That really is. We spent all day yesterday shopping, getting some stuff ready. We've got several trips planned while they're here. So it's going to be interesting to meet him. So we'll see what happens. Have PNP say he's failed his entry visa at breakfast. Oh, that might be interesting. Might be able to do something with that. I'm not exactly sure, but not PNP, but maybe security. Might be able to do something like that at breakfast, but I guess we could see what would happen. So for those of you that are just joining us, here it is. So my daughter's going to be here in a few days with her boyfriend, who I've never met, never even spoken to. What kind of funny sign can we meet them with as they clear customs and immigration? Whoops. Mike, when you take them to Walking Street, have your friend at the bar tell the girls to kiss you on the cheek and call you daddy. Oh, I don't think we'll be taking them in any bars. I'm sure my daughter will want to take them down to Walking Street, maybe sit on the rail at Kokomo's, have some snacks and drink, but not in the bars. I'm not going to take my daughter in the bars. Remember, if he panics and faints, his first experience will be waking up in a Philippine hospital. Yeah, that would be different. Bookum, friend of yours. Yeah, that's interesting. Uh-oh. Bar find one of the beautiful ladies on Walking Street and introduce her as your lover and let him know it's okay with Arlen. Oh, now I'm pretty sure Arlen is not going to be copacetic with me bar finding for any reason one of the girls on Walking Street. There are limits to her understanding. She has a great sense of humor, but I'm not sure it would go that far. Bookum Dano. Ha ha. Chippy Whiska, what's his name? I'm not going to put his name out. And quite frankly, Chippy has nothing to do with you whatsoever. It's just that here lately, everybody's been into doxing everybody, and we have nothing in our background or our family background or anything like that. But quite frankly, I don't want to get my daughter involved in that shit. John, have a lady running to him, saying his name, hugging him, saying his name, and how happy she is. Yeah, John, that has been another suggestion. That might be interesting as well. Philly, I thought you were joking, but I guess indeed you're a Cowboys fan. But why? I don't know. But Brian loves the Cowboys. Mike, show up at the airport and drag as a look. Oh, nah. Okay. Look, I mean, no offense, Michael, but we're here to embarrass him, not me. I have enough problems getting through the day without getting embarrassed. I don't need to add to it. I guarantee you, if I did that, it would be just my luck. There would be somebody there with a camera and their phone, and the next thing I know, I'd be on YouTube. Andy already knows his name. Maybe he does. I don't know. Let's hope not. Oh, okay. Name here is Imodium you asked for. I've seen that sign before, Chippy. Thanks. I did research some of this stuff. So, CJ, 45 years ago, Cowboys used to be known as America's team, always on TV, fans everywhere. That's true. That is true. George, good morning, George. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. So, for those of you that are just showing up, my daughter arrives with her boyfriend here in the Philippines in a few short days. I've never met him or even spoken to him. What kind of funny sign can we meet them with as they clear immigration? And keep in mind, my daughter's been to the Philippines on numerous occasions. So it's more of going after him. How long has your daughter been with this guy? Mike Ross asks. To the best of my knowledge, probably about a year, maybe a little more. Debbie Casey, here's another. You can hire a lady to go to the airport and tell them, finally, I met my long-term. Oh, there you go. This is all going, there's there seems to be a general consensus or being guided out into hiring ladyboys or women to meet him at the airport. That seems to be a common thought amongst you guys. George, doing good. Thanks. That's good. Does he know what you look like? I assume he's seen pictures of me, but we've never met. Swap out with a different expat. There you go. Mike, ouch, a year, getting serious. Yeah, I am quite worried about that. I mean, not worried. You know what? He is, by all accounts, a good guy. All right. He's got a degree. He's worked his way through college. He's not a deadbeat. He's comes from a middle income family. I mean, he's not rich or anything like that. He's working on his graduate degree. So, I mean, they are, good kids. They really and truly are. Sign this Il Wang from Isan. Li Wang from Isan. I'm not sure what that means, Dano. I'm sorry. U.S. Philadelphia Eagles fans threw snowballs at Santa Claus after losing a game to the Cowboys. Eventually built a jail in the stadiums. Eagles fans are somewhat crazy. Hector says, hire a person with a white smock wearing gloves and a fluorescent yellow vest with a sign saying name here. Please report to the Ebola virus quarantine area. Oh, I don't know what immigration and everybody would have to say. I got to stay out of trouble. I don't want to be in trouble. Okay? I gotta be careful about that. I have to be careful that I don't end up in jail for anything. Hector, it's a good idea though. Funny, that's for sure. Okay, so my daughter arrives with her boyfriend here in a couple days. Never met him, never spoke to him. What kind of funny sign can we meet him with? Mike says, I hope my daughters never move out and stay home with my wife and I forever. My daughter's been on her own since she started college. Just a sign saying, glad you got your parole in time. Yeah, I've seen that one also on the internet. Mike, don't forget to treat them to eggs at Tequila. Actually, my daughter loves going to Tequila Reef for breakfast. She really does. She enjoys it. And I'm sure that we will make it down there. Rent a jeepney with a videoke machine and some singers and drive them around for hours. Holy crap. Ooh, Michael, I don't know if I could tolerate that. Steelers were offered America's team after the 4 Super Bowl wins, and our owner, Art Rooney, said, we're not America's team, we're Pittsburgh's. Welcome back. Your usual table of ponytails is ready. There you go. Except, unfortunately, Chippy, ponytails never opened again after pandemic. It is, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, Ponytails is now a male review bar, I think. I could be wrong. Arrive with balut and insist it's a tradition he must eat. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that, John. Jimmy says, I know. Question. Are there any professional sports teams in either Manila or Angeles? In Manila, yes. Yeah. They have a football team. They have a soccer team. They have a basketball team. And the stadium is about an hour, depending on traffic, from Angeles. So, yes, they do have professional sports teams here. They hosted the International Basketball Championships, World Championships, this past year. So, yeah. I can sing the song, Taksulak song in Tagalog. I cannot. Nothing I can do about that. That's for sure. So, let's see what else is going on. As people come and go, the NLEX has a basketball team. Yeah, the stadium is right off the NLEX. Yes. It is. There's an exit on the NLEX, and quite frankly, they should have built more than one, because when there is an event at the stadium, man, the NLEX is a mess. Some of the best female MMA fighters come from Manila. I didn't know that. MMA is not something that I follow. Interesting, James. Thanks. John Balut. There you go. You can make a necklaces out of fried chicken heads. Like, oh, there you go. We could that might be something. Or chicken feet, even. I wonder. There's an idea. We can add that to the welcome to the Philippines issue. You should tell him in private that you don't even know he existed until your daughter said she was bringing a friend. Oh. Tell the boyfriend there's no room in the car. He has to catch a trike, pay the trike driver, take him the long way. I don't know. You know, he's never been to a foreign country. He's never traveled outside of the U.S. So I don't want to freak him out too bad. Just dump him off in La Cafe for an hour, scarred for life. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, chicken feet. Chicken intestines stretch better around the neck. Okay. Philly says, put a chicken in the room. Oh, no. No. You know what, Brian? I'm going to tell you right now, that event with the two chickens getting loose in the living room of the condo was once in a lifetime and will not be repeated. Not be repeated. For those of you that weren't here, my daughter's arriving with her boyfriend in a few days. I've never met him. I've never spoken to him. What kind of funny sign can we meet them with as they clear immigration? Your suggestions, your thoughts. Tell us about it. Live streams don't have to be all about drama. We can have fun during them as well. Dardos, Mike Ross, what about Senior Mike telling me he has? Dardos, no. CJ, nice. As I'm a huge sports fan, anyone remembers ever the wild world of sports, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat? Yes, absolutely remember that. He's likely watching this. Nah, my daughter barely watches my YouTube channel, much less the lives. And I know he just won't. Tell him if he sleeps in the same room as your daughter under Philippine law, they're legally married. There we go. Welcome to Colombia. There you go. There's an idea, John. Make them think they got on the wrong flight. Mike Ross, what about you telling me he had not heard about him until recently when she learned she was pregnant? Oh, I'm not sure how to fit that on a sign. I got to fit all of this on a cardboard sign. Might not let him in the country on that one. Yeah, that's a tough one. That really is. It is funny. So what else can we think of? I still like the whole ladyboy part. That's kind of funny. It really is. Okay? If Kuya John came on live, I bet within 5 minutes Mike would arrive. He has Kuya John derangements and, well, John, since we happen to know that that's you, he might. I don't know, John. I really don't. I'm not into that stuff, and I'm not going to deal with it. So you're welcome to stay as long as you can be civil. I've always been civil to you. I would expect the same. So, and I wonder though how it would work. So for those of you that weren't here, my daughter arrives with her boyfriend in the Philippines in a few short days. I've never met him or spoken to him. What kind of funny sign can we meet them with as they clear immigration? So I'm interested to know. The live stream between Mike and John was, you know what? I haven't even seen it. I have not. Yesterday, we were very, very busy, and we're going to be busy for the next foreseeable 8 to 12 days. Hire a little kid to run up to her and say, Mommy, you came back. Oh, that's an idea. But you know what? I'm not hiring little kids for anything. I could get in too much trouble here for that. Welcome home, passport bro. Oh, but I don't think he would get the idea. I don't think he would understand what a passport bro is. Like I said, he's never even been out of the U.S. CJ, yes, it's so funny when the channel host mutes people. Well, sometimes, you got to do it. I didn't see the live stream, so I don't know. I will try and find time today to go back. So I think there are times you have to mute people, but there are times you got to let them have their say. You can have a ladyboy as a tourist guide for your son-in-law and tell him that he will take him to all the ladyboy hotspots. Yeah, I'm still starting. I got to be honest with you. I am liking that idea. Congrats, future son-in-law. Wedding is Tuesday. There you go. Now that's a good one, Chippy. There's an idea. You got exposed. How you doing? You got exposed. I saw it. I guess you're talking about the live stream. I don't know. Like I said, we were busy all day and evening yesterday, and we've got a lot yet to take care of over the next time. Simping this way, welcome. I know he wouldn't get that. You got exposed. Terrible. Great. 2 losers here. As long as, look, you know what? John and you got exposed, they're welcome here as long as they behave. There's nothing wrong with that. I've never had an issue with either one of them. John's been abusive, so to speak, but I mean, there's a guy that's just excited to get his point across, maybe, is the best way to say it. People have different attitudes, and people react differently, so be it. Let it be. So, where are we? Again, for those of you that are joining, here's the deal. My daughter arrives with her boyfriend here in the Philippines in a few short days. I've never met him or even spoken to him. What kind of funny sign can we meet them with as they clear immigration? Now, keep in mind, my daughter's been here in the Philippines multiple times, multiple islands, different cities, different resorts. She's very familiar with it all. For him, just leaving the state is a travel experience for him. Much less the country, much less the Philippines, and for sure, Angeles. So, Michael says, have a sign that welcomes to St. Luke's Hospital for erectile dysfunction. Oh, Michael, I like that. That's also a very good idea. Get a group of ladyboys to greet them, all excited. They could all have different signs. That might be a good idea too, John. It's going to cost probably 1,000 pesos each to hire a ladyboy for like 3 hours and I gotta, put them in the car, to get them to the airport, and then give them trike money to get back from the airport. So I don't know. But I mean, if the logistics could be figured out, that might be interesting. Make a sign saying to your daughter only, congratulations on the sex change. Oh, there's an idea, CJ. Book of Minutes. This is Bruce, your ladyboy guide. Rejected. Mike, would you give me a chance to debate Mike here? Sure. I'd be more than happy to host it. But it would have to be under the rules that we set. And that would be to either, for you guys, John, I would have to set a timer. All right. I would give you like 2 minutes on and then 2 minutes to the, I think you've been in that circumstance before. Me. People ask me to help moderate in their channels because we're just simply not biased. All right. We believe in being fair. We don't ban people in other people's channels. We'll put them in timeout maybe, but if it's fair, if it's, sure, I'd be more than happy to do that. Would you be interested in that, John? Have a sign saying, welcome to the ladyboy capital of the world. You're welcome here. Hey, WKC, that's a good one. Last night, I was on his channel. He kept muting me. I was not swearing, and I was respectful. Like I said, I have not seen it yet. Part of, if you've ever been in a real debate in college, they are your response time is timed. And that's why we did that. As far as I know, we're the only channel that's ever done that before. I mean, we want to make the debates fair and real. First time visitors really need to quarantine 30 days. Yeah, maybe I could tell them, hey, Jimmy, we'll use that name for now. We booked your quarantine room on Walking Street. I don't know. Rejected. I enjoyed. Yeah, I think that, you know what, John? I think that would be reasonable. I really and truly do. I feel bad for the way Mike is in his life. He really needs to learn a lesson about drama. You know something? That's drama that I'm not a part of. I moderate on Mike's channel. Mike and I have had plenty of arguments before. In fact, in the beginning, Mike and I disagreed on many, many different things. So, but in reality, I moderate there because I'm fair and realistic. I agree with some of his stuff. I disagree with some of his stuff. Oh my God. Personally, I thought it was a draw last night. John actually apologized to Mike on one occasion. Mike muted him a lot, which broke the cadence of the debate. Yeah. And CJ, one of the things that's interesting is if everyone in a debate knows in advance that they're going to be on a timer, then they will have already, if they're a good debater, they will already have the planning of their responses to certain things that they know will come up. But it's nice when you control, when I control the debate, I have the timer. I'm the one. I can just mute them. Even if they keep talking, I can just mute them at the 2-minute mark. And that's being fair. It has to be fair. You got exposed. Mike wasn't fair in his live. I think this channel would be a good place for them to debate. We're very open. You got exposed. We're very, very open to hosting it. I think that everybody should have their opportunity to be fairly represented and to speak whatever they can. Now, I would like to say also to keep in mind that anything that we would host would have to fall within the YouTube community guidelines. I'm not going to risk our channel for flagrant violations of the guidelines. Chosen One, how you doing, Chosen One? How you doing? Last night I took Mike's offer of $1,000 donated to affiliate. Oh, I don't know anything. $1,000 donation. I'm going to have to go back and watch this. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't even speak to it. Rejected Jas. Yes, CJ. Jas is Kuya John, Egghead John. Yes, CJ, I have roots in southern Georgia as well. Southern Georgia, would that be like somewhere around like Warner Robins or something like that? I don't know. For those of you that are just joining us, we are asking for some help here. All right. My daughter arrives with her boyfriend here in the Philippines in a few short days. I've never met him or even spoken to him. What kind of funny sign can we meet them with as they clear immigration? Now, we've gotten some great responses so far. He should tell that to Mike and not here. I guess. I'm not sure, George, I'm not sure I understand. I may have missed something somewhere. I apologize. A master debater. I don't know. Debating isn't screaming and yelling. That's not debating. Once again, I bet Mike, I would pay $1,000 to a Philippine charity with just facts as the handler of the money. I was not the one who said 1,000. Mike did, but then he didn't show his passport. Again, you know what, John, I got to be honest with you. I don't know. I haven't had time to watch that live stream. I really and truly haven't. Mike, I loved how you said this channel is about no drama, real talk. Greetings from Pittsburgh. Well, thanks, Trump lost. You know what? Sure, we get involved in drama once in a while. I'm not going to lie. All right. This whole issue of Mike and John would be drama. There's been drama about bullshit people before. That shit happens. But, you just got to deal, you try and keep it as realistic as you can. Sometimes emotions get in the way. I'll be honest. You got exposed as eggplant. No, they're not. You got exposed is not eggplant John. They're two separate people. These guys don't debate. They just argue and troll each other. They could. Can we hire some ladyboys with signs for the debate? I don't know whether, in order to do it, I'd have to arrange a time that John and Mike would be available. And so, my suggestion to that is, John, if indeed you're available, and if indeed you would like, send me an email, ourphilippinejourney@gmail.com. And we will also get Mike to do the same thing, and we will coordinate. Because it has to be something that works for both of you time-wise. All I want is to show everyone how much better of a man I am than Mike. John, I'm not trying to argue with you, but I really don't feel that, it's hard to do that. To make that kind of I don't know how that kind of judgment can be made. Can you make the point that you're being reasonable? Can you make the point that Mike is unreasonable? Can Mike make the same points about you? That's what a debate may very well be about. But it'd also be about truth and honesty. You know, what's truthful? Mike said several things I didn't agree with, but stayed neutral. I did blast John on a few occasions. He's somewhat arrogant, but it was mesmerizing that I couldn't look away. CJ. Mike, have a Filipino girl run up to him and say, I've waited a long time, call him by name. Yeah, Dano, I keep getting these suggestions of getting I keep getting these suggestions of having ladyboys or Filipino girls running up to him as if they knew him. That would shock him. It really would. Moultrie. Okay. I don't know exactly where Moultrie is. I've been to Atlanta many times. Unfortunately, I've never been a big fan of Atlanta. And I've done I know some other places as well in Georgia. Rejected Jazz is a self-defecating name. I don't know. Are you saying from a scientific point of view or just an opinion? Don't know. CJ, it's easy to hate me. Imagine how the Southerners treated me, the Yankee. I don't know. So just so you know, John, I was in Boston for 2 years. And in my time in Boston, I was fresh out of the South. I had a very, very heavy Southern accent. And quite honestly, I was like, I couldn't keep the dating pool for me was extraordinary. Absolute. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. I was a younger, thinner guy with hair and everything else. All right. But, having a different accent in a different area is often pretty good. What Mike do? I don't know. I missed the live completely chosen one. Apparently there was a live stream and that Mike had, and John was on it, and things got a little heated, I guess. I don't know. There was a bet. I don't know. I don't know. Take your new son-in-law. He's not my son, Michael. Watch yourself. Watch yourself, Michael. Take your son-in-law. I will take the boyfriend food shopping at the dirtiest. I already asked my daughter, I said, well, what do you think he would think about taking him to down to the Pampang wet market? And she said, don't do it. He won't eat. He won't eat. So we'll see what happens. Again, this guy's never been out of the U.S. Next time you're in Georgia, contact me, as I'm not far from the Georgia border. Take you to the world famous Mons Vegas Club in Tampa. That is so funny. Mike talked trash about my daughter is what he did. You know what? I will tell you right now, John, there were some very inappropriate things said about the possible future of your daughter way back in the beginning. Not going to deny that. Okay. As a father, I would not have been happy, as I'm sure you were not. Mike is cool. He's just built differently. He's different. And I've never had you know what? Mike and I, when we disagree, we have discussions about it. And I've never had a problem having a discussion with Mike about things we disagree with. That's for sure. You have to give credit. He's reasonable when it comes to that. He's willing to talk about it. The king with feet on the ground building houses in the Philippines for his family. Well, got you beat on that one. So you might be in the royal family. I'm not sure, John. Mike likes ladyboys, doesn't invest in the Philippines. That I don't know anything about. Anytime, any place. There you go. Mike, hire the scariest looking guy you can who can do little English and hold up a sign with their names on it. Have them lead them to you and some outlier lounge. Oh, Mike. Mike, you guys are coming up with some good ones. You guys are coming up with some good ones. Mike is online. Send him an invite. I am not in a position right now to hold that type of a debate. I could in a little bit. Is Mike live right now? Is he doing a live stream? Well, let's focus on his lies. He doesn't have a Philippine passport, just like you guys says Mike is a liar, big time jealous MF. I don't know. I do know he has. Oh, wait. There he is. I'm here, CJ. CJ just got some Starbucks. So, Mike, let me say this. So, John says that he is open to me hosting a debate. And it would be between the two of you. Would you be interested in participating in that in about, let's see, it's 10 o'clock our time. It'd be about 11 o'clock our time before I could do that. Tony Manning. And then I don't know what John's schedule is like either. Chosen one, Mike, I've always defended you. Yes, you're pretty good, but it's cool. My popcorn. Yes, CJ's getting his popcorn and rolling something, I bet. Rejected Das is a name I created to troll Jasper. Oh, man. Chosen One says Mike is petty. That's to say the least. Chosen One says Mike is petty. That's to say the least. I don't know. Mike, I think about those times I beat you up on Dr. Mike's channel and I feel bad. Oh, I don't remember Chosen One beating him up, but you know what? Chosen One is been around for a while in a lot of channels. So I mean, it's possible he beat me up or beat you up on my channel. I don't know. I think Chosen One's pretty cool personally. I don't hate anyone, including you, John. Hell, he'll look above. I'm offering to take you to the Mons Venus. It's a world famous. You know what, CJ? Is it a rat hole now? I mean, it wasn't, I would not put it in I would not have categorically placed it in a high-end gentleman's club bar that many years ago. My girl's asking where Mike has his Cash App tag. I don't know. You know, why not? Why not? If people want to support the channel, let them. Shit. I love it when people support our channel. When people support our channel, they help us support our charities. That's the best thing I can say. Thanks, CJ. Too bad Ringside closed. Well, yeah, Ringside. I remember Ringside over on P. Borges and the what do they call them nowadays? The small people. I forget what the culturally sensitive description. Little people name is. Have a guy waiting for her with flowers and act devastated. I still like the ladyboy thing. I think that's funny. Debbie Casey, Mike, if you're going alone to the airport, you can have a bunch of ladyboys holding your hand. Nah, I'm not going to. I can't drive a vehicle anymore. The neuropathy in my legs, I can't feel the gas pedal and the brake. I can't judge how much pressure's on them. Arlen drives everywhere, so no. And Arlen and Taylor, then my daughter, know each other very well. I feel like that condo is too small for you. Don't you have a house? Yes, I have a house. We have a house in the province. We have a nice house in the province. Actually, not far from where Kuya John is. But yes, we have a house, and this is just one room. This is one room of the condo. This is a 2-bedroom condo, not a, you know. So, I mean, it's plenty of room for us. All good, John. I could say what I thought was wrong on Mike's part, but he's not here to give. He was here. I don't know where he's at now. He may not have stayed in. Jazz needs to get off his horse. It's boring. Rejected. Kuya John is a beautiful woman. Mike has nothing. We don't know what Mike has. We really and truly don't. See, this is the kind of thing, John. You know what? I will say this, John. I have seen a photo, I think. Mike put up a photo of you and a young lady, and she looks very attractive. If that is your partner, your girlfriend or whatever, she's a very attractive, or seems to be a very attractive girl. I don't know. Mike may not. Who Mike dates, I got no idea. I'm not privileged to that. CJ for super sticker. Thank you, CJ. Thank you so much. We really appreciate everybody. Just so you know, any of the proceeds that we go to either the subscriptions that we use or to our Mindanao charities. CJ, there you go. Rent a monkey. Oh, Michael, tell your daughter boy he needs to pass this test if he wants to consider getting married. Show him how he can take care of a baby for 2. That's cute. I'm open, still doing stuff. Be home in 15 minutes. Okay, let's see if John is available at 11 o'clock. Getting Starbucks is not called doing stuff. I don't know, John. I gotta disagree with you there. Now, I'm not a big fan of Starbucks, honestly. But getting coffee, that's a pretty big deal. Oh, no muting, please. Don't talk over each other. These people, if they do a debate, I'll have them on 2-minute timers that will automatically mute them. That's the rule. And yes, that was sarcasm. The Mons is a dirty place to live. 8 shots of whiskey is needed before going in. They don't sell liquor. Oh, you know what? It was not, I don't remember it being, you know what? CJ's been so many years. I thought it was just a topless bar when I went. Do you have a driver? Yeah, I have a driver. My wife. My wife is my driver. Ladyboy, little persons, it's obviously the best answer, done and dusted. Who does the cooking? My wife does the cooking or the restaurant does the cooking. I don't cook that much. I used to be a very avid cooker. I wouldn't call myself a chef. I cook quite a bit, or used to. Now, not so much. Why are you staying there if you could afford to live in Palm Beach, Florida? You could take your family to see if they like it. Well, man, the reason we live here is because of our Lynn's family. Is there a problem with that? LG, what is your viewpoint on closing of Envy's? Margaritaville moving out to the perimeter seems like, you know what? LG, I'll be honest with you. Walking Street is what it is. I don't think it'll ever go away, but it may relocate. But it is, Walking Street is just what it is. Isn't Mike dating a high-value woman? He said she travels back and forth to the Philippines regularly, is a dentist with her own private practice. Could be. I don't know. I don't know anything about Mike's private life. I'm not saying anything to Mike or John about what I thought were bullshit comments last night. I had issues with both. Let's see if it's different in a neutral live stream. We'll find out. I don't know if John is going to be available. So, John, you need to let me know so that I can go and prepare and get everything ready. Sorry, Mike, but Kuya John is a yak off and Mike is very girly. Okay. Six Bat, I've never met a man who requires so much affirmation from random YouTube strangers. Okay. Anybody in particular you're talking about, Sex Bat Hunter? So, what is the debate topics? Hey, Ate John. So, what are the 5 topics? List it out and we can go one by one. Hey, Brian 300, been waiting for our debate. Well, we can always allow Brian 300 in there as well. I don't know. But, I mean, one at a time. One, Kuya John's enough. Let's see if he will, if he will participate. CJ, can I moderate the debate as I have a list of questions? No, but you can put your list of questions in the comment section. I would be deposed. You got exposed, idiots. I'd be disappointed if this debate didn't happen. I think, you know what? You got exposed. I don't have an answer for you. I'm offering to do it. John asked me to do it. I'm happy to do it, but I do it under a realistic venue. And I don't think you could you are part of a pretty smart group of people, or at least educated group of people. I don't think you could argue that doing it that way is important. Sexman, not you, Mike. Seems like a straight shooter. We are. Look, we're simple people. Arlen and I are very, very simple. If I don't like you, I don't deal with you. It's that simple. No hair pulling. Yeah. When is the YouTuber meetup, Mike? You going to pull a no-show again? Wow. Reject Mike is the biggest YouTube liar. Well, either way, thank you, Jas. It will go to our, it'll be used in Mindanao, not far from where you live. OG Do, walking streets like Korean Shakedown Street. I wouldn't know what it was like in 85, 89, but when Rafi wants to moderate this debate, yeah, wouldn't that be interesting? CJ, okay, if they both cam up, I have a list of 5 questions. All questions were from what I seen last night. So wait until we actually do the stream that allows them to do that, and then I'll tell you how you can make sure we list your questions. So, John, are you willing to go at 11 o'clock? Are you, that's what we need to know. Let me see here. Oh, I have to answer this text message real quick. Okay, so John says he's ready at 11. Mike says he'll be available. So I will start a live stream at 11 o'clock, which means I'm going to have to get motivated now to get ready for it. So for all of you that gave me ideas, thank you. For anybody that has other ideas, feel free to email us. And in the meantime, we will see you guys at 11 o'clock and continue this. Thank you.